Oh man! All right, man. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. It's your boy Bryce. I'm joined by no other than my brother
Tariq.
Tariq. New week, got a good game on at the moment. Got some good hoops on tonight, actually, just in general. But how you feeling, man?
Yep. I'm feeling good. My last day of my old job was Friday, so as I'm getting ready to not move into, but like start looking at new or not looking at new places, but interviewing at at new places. Really just been able to like relax, reset my mind, record. Um, and yeah, it's been weird though. Like I haven't done anything for the last 2 days. And like I don't say I haven't done anything. I haven't left the house in the last 2 days, and I feel like I've it's never been like a weekday where I haven't been out the house for either going to the gym, going to work. Like I don't know, it's just been weird. So like Lil called me like an hour ago, maybe a little bit more than an hour ago, and I was just like,
Yeah,
"What's up?" He was like, "Dang, boy, you sound tired." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not tired. I'm just like I don't know what's going on. I mean,
yeah,
not that I don't know what's going on. Like I'm never like not going. Like I try to
yeah,
tell myself like take breaks, but I never do. And now I like force myself to take one. And I feel like I just haven't done nothing, but I know I have. So it's really just getting out of my own head about it. But
yeah,
as far as that goes, I've been good, man. Been able to watch. I mean, I've always been able to watch, but I feel like since I've been like in a different mind space, and just feeling like I'm in a kind of like a reset of sorts, I've been able to really lock in and things like that. So football season's coming up soon, so I'm gonna start doing some content on that just because
yes,
I'm
sir.
excited, man. I seen the fantasy draft marathon is going on right now,
Okay.
so probably gonna be doing some fantasy videos because I do like 85 fantasy teams. So maybe
Yeah,
I'll record a draft. Maybe I'll record myself doing a draft.
yeah.
Obviously, I'll have to clip it up and chop it up because I'm
Gotta
not
clip
gonna
it
do that
up.
whole
Yeah.
like hour that's gonna take.
Or
But
like maybe you just break
um,
down your team. You know,
or
you
maybe
draft
I'll
the
do a
team and
bunch of
then
drafts and then go through different teams that I've
this is my
drafted.
team, 10-man league, six pick, whatever.
Right, right.
Got this guy at
Something
a
like that.
steal. You know, I mean,
Yeah, something like
the
that.
content will work itself out.
Yeah,
But
I'll figure it out to where it don't look crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, but how about you, bro?
but I'm good. I can't complain. Similar to you, man. I'm like in the transition phase of my own. As far as like work wise and stuff. But I mean, through that, I've been able to get a grasp on what
Well, I
type of
thought that
content
was
I want to
Melissa
make.
for a
Or
second.
you said what?
I thought Odyssey Sanford was Melissa for a second.
Oh
I just
goodness.
saw dreads and saw her push off and was like, and then I was like, oh, it's Odyssey Sims, bro.
Yeah.
I just saw the number one push off and just assumed it was Melissa, and I was like,
Nah, that's crazy, gang.
something ain't right here.
Yeah.
I just watched her last night play for the Aces.
But nah, man. I'm in back on my grind as I mentioned to you guys. You know, to the fellas, I'm back motivated, just finding myself again, bro, and I feel good doing so, bro. Man, hitting the gym, being consistent, bro. Like that's all it is. It's consistency, bro. So I'm just trying to find my niche, trying to find my groove, get back in that flow state that I was in, like around this time last year, where I was just pushing out content. So yeah, definitely looking forward to football season as well. Um, Mainly because I'm off on weekends now. Like I'll be able to watch college and NFL football. You mean to tell me I got time to do that stuff now? I'm gonna talk about it. So yeah, y'all gonna be more seeing more content from me as well. My Instagram and TikTok name is slightly different from my Twitter name. It's a period between Bryce and Warner, but everything else is the same with that. Um, but yeah, no, I've been back on my grind, man. That's how, and I feel good. I feel good doing so, man. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm looking at myself in the gym. I'm like, yo, I see them gains. It's been paying off. Okay, just gotta fine tune and fix a couple other things. But other than that, man, I cannot complain about much. I am blessed. I'm here, and I'm here to do what it is that we do, and that's talk hoops, man. Speaking of fantasy, me and Tariq are in the playoffs. Tariq was talking trash to start the season. Yeah, you were
I
talking
started
trash.
it.
No, I'm
I
saying
started it.
you were talking trash to start the season.
Did I
Not saying
start it
that you
though?
started it, but I'm saying that you were talking trash because you still said what you said, and I still took it as trash talk. I took it personal, right? You
I said
said
that every year
I'll go back. I'll go back to the call it. I will go
because Drew
back
is
to
normally
the
the one that starts
conversation.
talking trash
I
first.
will go back to the conversation. So
That's fine.
I got mad at Tariq. I got mad at Tariq. I said, okay, ooh, okay, wow,
Uh huh.
wow.
Uh huh.
No, because I'm
Uh huh.
looking at this and I was like, yo, I was mad that day. But
Uh huh. Uh
yeah,
huh.
no, I was definitely. All right, so this came. All right, so shout out our boy Drew. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he makes content, is a sportscaster of his own, but he's just like going through different stats of the league because we've been in this league for some time now, right? And bro was like, Bryce is the only player to play all 3 seasons and not make the playoffs. There's a laugh react from no other than Tariq, right?
But
And then
no,
I
no. Tell
said,
him what you said. Tell him what you said because that you said that before I reacted.
what before you reacted?
You said it's crazy. Injury bug bites
Oh
every
yeah,
year. I'm
yeah, yeah.
always
That's how
stressing that word.
I'm
You're
getting there.
not gonna make
I'm getting
excuses.
there. I'm getting there. You reacted
Okay.
to the stat of him saying that I never made the playoffs, right? And
I
then I
got a little
said,
laugh. Okay. Okay.
yeah, I'm looking at the chat right here, sir. Like,
I got it right here.
don't gaslight
I
me,
thought you was
man.
talking about to where you started talking.
No,
I
no.
went
So
to where you
I said
replied to.
it's crazy. Injury bug bites every year, and I'm always drafting at work. But I'm not going to make excuses because who want to hear those? But F Target,
And
F Tariq, and the plane he flew in on after 10th pick.
so see what
Cause
that
see,
says there?
all right. So I was quoting Riley from whatchamacallit, or in my Riley voice from Boondocks there because I was like F Target, F Tariq, and Planey flew in on after 10th pick. I said my president is black and my Lambo is blue, and I'll be damned if I miss the playoffs again.
Look,
And it
and
came
then I
down.
said something.
You said only
I
player
said
I had a
something. It had
shot
nothing to
at. Oh,
do
he
with
said
talking
F your
trash.
team, and then you
And then what
said
you said?
no. Drew said F your team, right? Hold on. He
Uh
said
huh.
only player I had a shot that I didn't get was Maddie. She went
Secrets.
really early. Outside of that, really happy with my team, right? I said, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
bet you are. I bet you are because a lot of the picks that I wanted, you ended up picking. And I was like, I said, Freak new nickname is next pick because every time he picks someone, it be someone's next pick. And then and then I quoted you. Y'all could have drafted him ahead of me because you always say that, right? And then I'll put a Chad Johnson get Richmond call it meme
Meme
reacts.
gif.
Yeah, I said I got the 10th pick. IDGAF if it's a double pick. You took a one, right? He said I do this. It's not my fault. He definitely does. Drew said Tariq ain't got no titles, so Cap, prove yourself, boy. In the WBA, he said Bryce never even makes the playoffs, so he just free money, LMAO, and that's why I took that personal.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I took it personal.
Am I wrong? Up until that point, was I wrong?
I'm not saying you right, but I took
Free
it personal for
cheese.
a reason.
Free
I'm not
cheese.
I'm not saying you right, so I'm not listen. I said say less. He said first of all, it's man, all right,
That
all
was at Drew
right.
because he said boy, and I don't do that.
Oh,
I don't do that.
yeah. That's why I
I
felt
don't do
weird
that.
even saying that, right? And he was like I said, I do this is finish top 3 consistently in both leagues. I said hang the banner. He said, do you have any at all? I said no. And then what you call? I said we got the same amount. You said say no more. I want money in Drew's league. Some people can't relate. And then I just stopped talking for. Oh, I started talking to the first matchup, right? First matchup we
Mm-hmm.
had was me against you. I said, damn, some people starting the season 0-1 can't relate. I don't think you beat me this season.
Nope. You got me the 2 games, the 2 weeks that we played. You got me. in both of them. I think one
Mm-hmm.
was one of those weird weeks where it was like I think we might have played. No, we played what 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think we played like right after the All Star break. It was like one of
It
those
was like
weird weeks. I
around the
feel
All
like,
Star
but I
break,
could
so
be
it was
wrong.
kind of weird. I'll
Yeah.
look up the schedule again,
Um,
real
but
quickly.
yeah, I've had some losses this year where it really just came down to like a player missing. Like actually, this is what it was. It might have been after. It was definitely after the All Star break because all
I
I needed
beat
was
you
Satu to play,
once.
and I had a chance to win it, and she didn't play. But she didn't. They didn't call her out. They didn't say she was out until
It
the
was the
games had
last
already
week of
started.
July, so from July 28th to August 3rd.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was a couple weeks ago. But
yeah,
Satu was supposed to play the last day, like Sunday night, and
yeah,
she didn't play.
yeah.
She was a late scratch.
And it
It was
really
a
just
personal
comes
reason.
down to
That's what
who's
it was. It was
playing and
personal
like
reasons.
who's.
So I couldn't even be mad.
Yeah,
I
it
was
really
like,
comes down
damn,
to
I can't
who's
even be mad.
playing and
Personal
who's on the
reasons.
floor and what players are getting
Yeah.
minutes and all that. It's
Yeah.
a lot of things. It's a mix of a couple
Because
of things.
Lee Rue was getting a lot of minutes up
Yeah,
until this last couple of weeks, and
like
now all of a sudden,
yesterday, for example, you up right now 11-65, and that's because I had Kate Martin while you had
Xander Lazini
Xander
and
Lazine,
Janelle Salad.
and they cooked up last night.
Hey, bro, I mean, I was watching the whole game. That third quarter, they went. I mean, bro, when I tell you they scored back to back to back. Like Janelle Salon scored 5 straight. Then Xander Lazini hit like 2 threes in a row. I'm like, oh, and bro, when I tell you I had the fantasy app up with our matchup there, just watching my points jump up. It was like I want to say at halftime it was 16-1. By the
Mm-hmm.
time they went to the bench, it was 48, maybe 50. I think
Mm-hmm.
last night it was like after last night it was like 54-11 because Kate Martin came in and hit a three and she got a steal or two.
Yeah.
Or she got a rebound, hit a three in the corner, and they got a steal. And I was like, all right, chill out, Kate. Because I went and stole Kyla Charles just in case she did anything. She didn't really do nothing. But Xander Lazini and Salon went crazy, so they made up for it. And then tonight, I got Paige, I got Haley, I got Rakia. Who else I got? There's somebody else.
I think that's it, bro. I don't
And Julie.
think you got 4 people. See,
Yes, I
that's the
do.
thing, bro. I was looking at the match throughout the week. I was like, bro,
I
I'm
was
already at a
definitely looking at it
disadvantage
too.
because of like a bad start. Yeah, you got 4 people
Hmm.
as opposed to my 2.
But there's a day where you have way more people playing than I do.
No, that I hope that works in my advantage because I've seen there's been days where I've you know have played
Because
or I've
I have
had
3 tomorrow, but you
more
have a
players than
full lineup.
others. Yeah, but no,
So I have
I ain't gonna
to
lie, I just
get
got in the
a nice
playoffs
lead.
too because I won that last matchup on the last day.
Yeah. If you
Like I
didn't
missed
win,
a
you
day
wouldn't have been
last
in
week.
because
I
I think you
forgot.
beat somebody that was ahead of you.
Yeah, but hold
ML
on. Nah, man, let me find out. But doggone, yeah, I just slipped in to the playoffs, bro. Literally the last seed. Literally the last seed, bro. But yeah, but should be a good matchup for sure.
Not down, Lee.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was making a sweet. But yeah, it's a lot start to go on. It's a lot start going on in the W, man. It's a lot to unpack, a lot to unfold. Well, a lot to be unfold. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But oh, gotcha. It's a wrestling comment. But but nah, man. Hey, if you peep the shirt a year ago, a couple days ago, the greatest dynasty in sports did the damn thing
I
again.
don't know. I don't know who they are. I know Brooks Jensen, but I don't know. I don't know who they are. But yeah, shout out to the women, man.
Oh,
I mean, shout out to the men too.
oh, oh. Okay. ML said he busy.
Oh, you didn't see that?
It just came to my phone.
Oh, I thought you was replying to that earlier when you said ML. When I said ML crazy, I thought you saw it.
Oh no, I was like you just crazy because of what you just said. MLB be wilding.
Oh, okay. So you didn't see
Yeah,
the pictures.
nah, the picture just came
Gotcha,
through.
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Shout out to the Limit team, man. A year ago, they got the gold. 8 straight dynasty, man. Greatest dynasty in sports. Uh, so yeah, just a shout out there. Um, Other than that, man, we got a lot good going on in the WNBA as the regular season winds down, and what you call it, as the regular season winds down and the playoffs are on the horizon. We've seen some things in terms of the Aces looking like they might have found themselves, and the Storm searching for themselves or searching for something. Like it's a lot of mix and match going on. Still got a lot of teams dealing with a lot of injuries. Questions as to whether some teams should shut players down, or questions as to whether certain players are coming back, or like when are they coming back. But ultimately, man, I do want to start with talking about the question I posed on the Twitter yesterday, and that was the Aces 4 game win streak versus the Storm's 5 game losing streak. Which one is more concerning and why?
You're asking me, or are you
I'm asking you.
starting
Yeah.
directly? Um, I would say the Storm. Um, just because they're winnable games. They were in all of them, so I guess that you could also say that it's not that big a deal. But
Hmm.
I think something that I've noticed over the last few games, and then I was sent something today um, that kind of shows me that I was right in that thinking is especially in the last game against the Sparks where they lost um, in LA, there was a lot of bad body language from the Storm. Brittany Sykes had some moments where she looked like she was fed up with certain players or certain moments of the game. Skylar the same way. Gabby and Ezzy both didn't finish the game. It made sense for Ezzy because Dominique had played really well. She had 20 and 10 in that game, but Gabby Williams was basically benched in the last like 4 minutes for Erica Wheeler, which I thought was interesting. That obviously didn't go in their favor because the Sparks ended up winning. I would say the Storm just because it's not just a small losing streak and it's the time that it's happening. They're currently 16-16. They're sitting in the A spot, and the A spot means you play the Lynx. Obviously, you hope you're not there, but the Valkyries have been playing pretty good basketball. They just got a win last night, um, and they played well against the Sparks a couple nights ago, which was a win they needed. The Sparks have played a lot better. The Sparks just beat the Storm twice in the last week and a half. So if I'm the Storm, I'm a little worried just about how this season is going for the second year in a row, really. Last year there was a scapegoat in Jewel Lloyd, and now things are still looking the same way. So you got to start looking at who is the problem with this organization and with this team. This isn't the first time, and obviously this isn't the first time because they looked like this last year. I would argue they looked like this with Stewie's last season before she went to New York. Sue Bird's last year, they didn't look good. So um, at a certain point, it's the coaching, it's the stars. Like something has to be done in terms of fixing the problem. You just got to figure out what the root of the problem is. Jewel Lloyd was there for her whole career. Something transpired. She's no longer there. Not she hasn't played phenomenal in Vegas, but there's a reason for why she wanted to leave. So if I'm the Storm, you might need to do one of them team meetings that the Sparks did. The Sparks, ever since that team meeting, have played a lot better after the All Star break. So I think it's just you got to look each other in the mirror, or you look at yourself in the mirror, hold each other accountable, and be okay with holding each other accountable and yourself being held accountable. That's something that people aren't really okay with. Is yeah, we can put it all out there, but if you aim it towards me, or if I feel like it's aimed towards me, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way, and now I'm not gonna play hard, or the first time somebody makes a mistake, I'm like, oh, but you said when I did it, it wasn't like, instead of, everybody taking accountability and just saying we all got to be better and being okay with saying, all right, you need to be better at this or I need to be better at that. A lot of times you see these kinds of conversations or these kinds of things just continue to go and go and go because teams aren't willing to have those conversations, or when they are having those conversations, they're not had in the proper way or with the proper tone. And that's not to take away from what the Aces have done. But I would want to see the Aces do it longer. We've seen for 85% of the season, they haven't played very well as a team, but they have for this last 4 to 5 games. So got to give them credit for that for sure. Um, but for the Storm, a team that was at one point around the 2, 3, 4 seed, now sitting in the 8 spot and potentially not making the playoffs at all. I think that's the bigger deal.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. The Storm being as good as they are on paper, um, and being in these games, as you mentioned, is definitely more concerning. Um, than the Aces starting to figure it out. Seems like I'm not all the way sold on them saying that they figured it out quite yet. But the game against the Liberty tomorrow will help me to believe that either way. Liberty are kind of down with their injury situation, so I mean it could be a good chance for them to steal a win there. But ultimately, like you mentioned, they will have to keep up this. They got a lot of ground to make up, like coming into this 4 game win streak. I want to say they were what towards the bottom of the playoff race or out the playoffs. Um,
Yeah, they were
and
like 8, 9. They
yeah,
were 13 or 14.
got it. And now they're sixth, and now they're a few games away from being top four, which
Yeah,
could definitely work out in their favor.
they
I
could be
could see
five
them
by the end of the
maybe
night.
if they do continue this. I could see them maybe finishing anywhere between 4 to 7.
Their best bet is 3.
Yeah,
But honestly, I don't even know if that's their best bet because I don't know who they'd rather play in the second round rather than Lynx or the Liberty.
right. I mean, regardless,
Liberty made them look pretty
it's
silly
gonna be a
last
tough
playoffs
climb to
for
get a
sure.
chip this year. It's gonna be a tough battle for a chip. But I mean, I think this is the perfect time for them to figure things out if they're going for it.
Yep.
Um, perfect
Especially
time
while somebody like
with
Stewie's out and
with
Caitlin is
less than
still out.
20 games left in the season. Uh,
Less than 15. It's like 12, 11 for most teams.
honestly, yeah, you got Alyssa Smith who has had a positive impact on the team since she's gotten there. Um, Jewel Lloyd is playing better. Jackie Young played well in a few of those games that they won. Um, took a while for them to figure it out, but it seems like their offense is finding some fluidity at times. Um, it's just I don't know. It's just with the amount of change that this team has had over the past couple of years, it's kind of hard for them to be that team that we know them as. Like when they went back to back, they had the same core, and then they lost that core when they lost the Erica, and then ultimately losing that core again when they lost Kelsey in free agency this year. Well, no, she got traded, but still, that's still a key piece to the puzzle that you guys had, and that was a big part of your offense. So it's a matter of, I mean, you got a guard like Jewel Lloyd who could at times, or who has at times provided what you've needed from her, but just it hasn't been on a consistent basis yet. And now we're starting to see some consistency with this team. So I think that is something to note. But yeah, with the Storm being as good as they are and the potential that they have as a team to potentially maybe upset a New York or Minnesota in the playoffs, um, they gotta pull themselves back up.
Yeah.
Especially when you got a team like Atlanta who's been good throughout the season and another team of similar caliber. Um, got the Aces who they're finding their footing. Don't really say the favorite as of now because I feel like Caitlin's health is the main factor there for that team. They're still a good team without Caitlin, but a healthy Caitlin on the floor is that much of a difference. So, yeah, for Seattle's sake though, they got to get together.
Yeah, it's gonna take accountability. Shout out to Vic in the chat. He said it's all facts in terms of when in form of in any form of human interaction, taking accountability is the first step of real growth.
My guy
And I
Vic, what's up,
100%
Brody?
agree.
Yes,
100% agree with that.
yes,
Accountability is super huge in all forms of life, but especially in situations like this.
yeah. And it's like they just made a big move for Brady Sykes, a player that can positively impact that team on both ends of the court. Um, I would just hate for a team assembled this well, having the pieces that they have, just not make the playoffs
Multiple
or
years
be a
in a row.
first round exit in
Well,
the
not that. Yeah.
playoffs. Like you got a
Yeah.
team of um, Neka Scholar, Gabby,
Four All Stars.
Ezzy. Am I missing somebody?
Brittany Sykes.
Brittany Sykes.
You got
Hey, that's
Erica
a strong
Wheeler. You got Dominique
five.
Malonga.
Dominic
Tiffany
Malonga.
Mitchell.
Yup. Got Erica Will, who's been having a
Oh,
good season as well. Like I would just hate for that team just not see any type of playoff success. You know, at least make it to the second round, or at least
yeah.
compete to like be in the second round. You know, like I feel like ceiling for them, or I feel like best position for them to be in at this point of the season could probably be four, anywhere between 4 to 7 is where I think they end up in the playoff standings.
Yeah. There's still time. They have 12 more games. Um, as we start to talk about seedings, I'll get into their matchups throughout the rest of August. But um, they have time, so it's not full on panic yet. But as we
Mm-hmm.
get closer and closer to the end of the season, and we get into September, things really get shaky for some teams. I think teams like the Mystics want to make the playoffs, but I don't think it's an end all be all. The
Yeah.
Sparks, they want to make the playoffs for sure.
Yep.
The Storm want to make the play, need to make the playoffs. Actually, not want
Yes.
to. The Valkyries, I think, are if they don't, if they finish ninth, I think they feel like that's a win of a season, and I would agree with that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I feel like they overachieved.
outside of those teams, you feel like you have to make the playoffs. Like
I feel like if
absolutely
the
have.
Valkyries make the playoffs, they overachieved
100%.
for sure for expansion
They
team.
overachieved in the first month,
They got an
if
all star. They
anything.
overachieved.
Yeah, and they've got multiple players that could be on the all rookie team. Like
Yeah.
they got a solid, really good future. Um, yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
be they're gonna be in a good spot with the way that the organization is run.
Yeah, man. Just an all around good season for the Golden State Valkyries and being their first season as an expansion team. I would think, in my recent memory of seeing expansion teams, this will probably be one of the more successful first seasons. Um, I'm just thinking of across sports. I know the Golden Knights in NHL, they made it to the Stanley Cup in their first season. I don't
Yeah,
think they didn't win.
I don't think so.
No,
They might have.
because
I
I
can't
remember they
remember
were
to be
talking
honest.
about when they were gonna win or whenever they did win the Stanley Cup. They was like, "Oh, this will be the first parade in Vegas," and everybody's like, "Bro, the Aces got 2 chips. Y'all bugging."
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
joking. Yeah,
yeah, but yeah. Furthermore into the playoff seeding, I think Minnesota Lynx are kind of a lock at one.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I'll say Lynx lock. Liberty, I'll say they're a lock at. Ooh, I wouldn't put them as a lock,
mm-mm.
but I could see them being anywhere between 2 to 4 because of how close the standings are at the moment. You got the New York Liberty at the time of recording; they're 20-11. The Atlanta Dream are 20-11 as well. The Phoenix Mercury are 19-12, and then you got the Indiana Fever 18-14, as well as Las Vegas Aces who are 18-14. Now, being that we do have less than between 12 to 10 games left between these teams. And these teams being a few games off from each other, anything could change. Um, but the most favorable position for them would be the 2 seed. So I see them falling between anywhere between 2 to 4 though. Um,
Yeah,
Atlanta Dream, I see anywhere between 3 to 5. Phoenix Mercury, I'll say the same for them, 3 to 5. Indiana Fever, I'm a little lower on because of the fact of they have been without Caitlin, and these next couple of games will be tough for them. I feel like they'll probably win a night against um, the Dallas Wings, but as other teams are making pushes towards making it to the playoffs, it'll just be tough. They'll receive more pressure to do so. Las Vegas Aces, I see them being between 4 to 7 at best. Golden State Valkyries 7 to 8. Seattle Storm. I want to look at the Storm schedule real quick
They
because they
have
are able to rally
Atlanta
for a
back to
couple of
back and
games.
Phoenix after that.
You said they have who?
Atlanta back
Atlanta
to
back
back
to
and then
back.
Phoenix after that.
Phoenix, Chicago, Dallas, Washington after that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, after the next three, they have a few that are very, very winnable. But
On paper.
yeah, on paper. If they lose the next three, that Chicago, Dallas, Washington stretch don't look as enticing.
Yeah.
But if they go in and they win the next three, this entire conversation is different. So that's the thing is like there's not as many games and all the teams are really close outside of Minnesota. That you win two games here or there, and now you're five instead of eight.
Yep.
Very much like the Western Conference in the NBA.
Yeah.
You
I
win,
think
you
if they
go on
get
a
to
two
get
game winning
Lamar
streak, and
against
you
the
jump up
Atlanta
four spots.
Dream, I think that'll be a big push for them, big momentum shift for them, as they've been trying to figure things out and tensions are rising in Seattle again. Um, but yeah, uh, let me go back and write this down. You can go with the next topic while I write down.
I'll stay on this for a minute.
Okay.
Um, I do think, I think the 2 and 3. I feel pretty confident in 2 and 3 staying Liberty and Atlanta right now. I think Atlanta has proven themselves against good teams. The Liberty have LA tonight. They have Vegas, Minnesota back to back, and then Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, and Phoenix to end out August. So it'll be interesting to see how they finish out that. The two Minnesota games could be tough for them. They've lost to Minnesota in the two games they played so far this season. And we still don't know Stewie's timetable. She said she wants to be back by her birthday, which is late August. Um, then we have the Dream, who have Seattle back to back. They have Golden State, Vegas, Minnesota, New York, Vegas, and then Dallas. Um, so I mean, at this point of the season, no games are easy unless you have Connecticut on your roster or on your schedule, or Chicago on your
Y'all
roster,
ain't beat
respectfully.
Chicago?
Um, what's up?
I said, y'all ain't beat Chicago?
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, but
Hmm.
Connecticut has been really, really bad, so that's like an easy win at this point. Like their 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 second half defense last night might be the worst I've ever seen. Ever. Like I'm talking about high school level, college level, WNBA, NBA, men's college, women's college, like as far as like being like on peer or like on the same level as your peers and that kind of defense against a team that's not super, super talented in the way that the Valkyries are, like the way that they got dog walked in the second half was embarrassing.
Yeah.
As someone that doesn't have any real connection to the Connecticut Sun, that was an embarrassing loss last night. Um, the Mercury are an interesting team because they could also be in that 2 to 3 range, but they could also be 4, 5, 6.
Hmm.
I feel like their next matchups are Vegas, Seattle, Golden State, Vegas again, Golden State again, LA, Chicago, New York. Um, most of these teams are playing playoff teams or close to playoff teams um, to end out the season or to end out August at least. So I don't think there's going to be any huge gap made by any of these teams. I think it's still going to be close to it and down to the wire outside of Minnesota. I mean, they're 6 games above the Liberty and the Dream. They would have to go on a drastic losing streak, and they've still played well even without Fee, and Fee should be back somewhat soon. So um, she could be back as early as one of the New York games coming up. So because they don't play until Saturday, and then I think they play them again, but that's like Wednesday or Thursday that week. Like they have a long break in between games. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm looking at some of these teams with like if you can beat the teams that are like near you or in front of you, you really give your chance. You really give yourself a chance to just get ahead of everyone else. Like if the Liberty can beat the Sparks and Vegas, the two potential losses to Minnesota don't hurt you as bad because then after that you play Chicago and then you play Atlanta. That's where you control your destiny right there. You control your
Yep.
destiny when you beat the teams that are below you or near you.
Take care of
And then they
business.
have Washington and Phoenix to end August. As for Phoenix, Vegas is the first big game. They play. I want to say that's Thursday because Vegas plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they either play Thursday or
Yeah. Vegas
Friday.
play New York tomorrow.
Um,
So they probably play
Phoenix needs to
Friday.
get the Vegas game. Phoenix has Vegas, Seattle back to back. So you need to get both of those to stay where you want to be, to stay in that 4 spot. Then you have, sorry, I'm looking at so many different things. Then you have Golden State, Vegas again, and then Golden State again. Split those, 2-1 those, you feel pretty good. LA, Chicago, New York, 2-1 those, you feel pretty good. Uh, but for some of these teams, it's just be healthy going into the playoffs or have certain players playing at their best. If I'm Phoenix, I'm okay if I'm 5 if Satu and Ka are playing at their best level. Because Alyssa Thomas has been playing MVP level basketball the last month and a half or so.
Oh yeah. Good night.
Um, but Satu and Ka haven't necessarily been up to that level. Not to say they need to play MVP level, but Satu before she got hurt at the All-Star break was first team all WNBA. So if you can get her back to that level and get Ka acclimated and in a rhythm enough to when you get into the playoffs, everybody's in a rhythm, everybody feels good, and everybody knows their role. I don't think it matters whether you're the 4 or 5 or 6. Um, Now for the Fever, I think it does matter who you're playing, and if you've got home court, they have New York. Sorry, looking at Vegas's. The Fever have Dallas tonight, who they are currently down 7-2 at home. They have Washington, which is a winnable game, obviously, but it's still teams that are very close, just a few games apart. Then after that, they have Connecticut, which is an easy win, but then you have back to back against Minnesota, and then you have Seattle, LA, and Golden State um, to end out August. And they've struggled against Golden State all season. And then they've beaten Seattle already, and LA, depending on what LA you get, could either be a real struggle for them or they could feel really good about um, beating them. Just because LA could go crazy one night offensively, but if they don't, then they give up a lot of points. So that's the thing about the Sparks is like their offense is top 2, top 3 in the league, but their defense is bottom 2, bottom 3 in the league. So that balance, depending on any, can shift any given night. Vegas has New York, Phoenix, Dallas as their next 3. Um, Ideally, they would want to get all 3 of those and really put themselves in the conversation. Um, but if you can get 2 out of those 3, like if you say they lose to New York, but they get Phoenix and Dallas,
Yeah.
that'll put them above Phoenix. And then they have Atlanta, Phoenix again, and then Washington. If you can get past, if you say they lose to Atlanta, but they get Phoenix again or they get Washington, you're still in that conversation. You're still in that mix. You just don't want to go on a losing streak down the
Mhm.
stretch. You don't want to go back to being around 500 or being under 500. You don't want to lose to New York, Phoenix. then beat Dallas, then lose to Atlanta and lose to Phoenix again. You
Yeah.
go 1-4 in that stretch, you'll be right back at under 500 or around at 500.
Yep.
As for the Valkyries, I don't think they're looking at. I mean, I think they are, but at the same time, they're not looking at the stretch like, oh, this is a must win, this is a must win. Like they are, but it's different than everybody else. But they have Washington, Chicago, back to back, which are two winnable games. You have Atlanta and Phoenix, or Phoenix back to back after the Atlanta game. Then you have Dallas, Washington, and Indiana to end August. It's a pretty favorable schedule, if you ask me. But they aren't like this super high powered team. So again, it depends on any given night for them. I feel like um, the Storm we talked about earlier, they have Atlanta back to back, and then Phoenix. They get those 3 games, they're right back in the mix. Um, then you have Chicago, which should be an easy win. Dallas, with their on paper, should be a win. Washington, um, on paper, should be a win. Indiana, if Caitlin Clark is back, it's up in the air. But I mean, they just lost to them a couple days ago with no Caitlin Clark. So, and then Minnesota, probably a loss, and then Chicago again. Um, yeah, it's just gonna be really interesting to see how these things play out. Just because none of these teams really have a favorable schedule because they have to play each other. There's not enough
Yeah.
games.
That's the
There's not
thing
enough
about the
teams in the
W, man.
league.
You see each
Yeah,
other
there's
the
not
other
enough
week.
teams in the league for you to play an easy schedule down the stretch. Like
Yeah.
you still got to play everybody that's ahead of you. And if you got to play Minnesota, like for certain teams, like for teams like New York, for instance, like
They
if
got
New
a
York can
mini
play
series
Minnesota
going
early in
on.
the season, they feel okay. But we got
Yeah.
to play them 4 times in August. Like, nah,
Yeah.
bro. Like y'all just gave us 4 losses when we could have spread those out, and now they look a little bit different. Or if they played early in the season when they had Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, maybe they win one of those games. You never know. But um, they can't really use that excuse for the last game because Minnesota didn't have Fee, they didn't have Stewie. Cool, you know. But I'm looking at. I know there's certain teams that are like, dang, bro. Like if you would have given us these teams early, we wouldn't have had to worry. But like I know Indiana played. I know they didn't play certain teams early on. I think they played Minnesota back to back in a week or two, or like in a week and a half. And it's like, dang, bro, like y'all put some of these tougher teams at the end, at the back end, instead of putting. But you see, what the thing is with Indiana is they put them against Chicago so often that they play Chicago mad times early in the season, and then they played them this week for rival week. But you low-key would have wanted those to be spread out so that you could get those wins at different times during the season. But if you get them all early, and then the back half of your season, you're playing Minnesota twice, Seattle back to back to back, it's a little tough.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Would you rather start out with a tough schedule and then end with a bad schedule, or like a easier schedule, or start out with an easy schedule and then end with a rougher schedule?
I'd rather start with the tough schedule. I mean, well, no, no, I take that back because that's not the way I operate, bro. Like it's like taking a math test, right? You go through, you go through the math test, whatever. You do a little easy 2 times 2, 1 plus 1. You know what I'm saying? Like you do easy, um, those easy math what problems. You do the easy math problems first, or the easy like the stuff that you already know in the test first, and then as you go back, you get the harder stuff done last. Or like when I worked in retail, I get my easy tasks done first, right? Get those done out the way, so I ain't gotta worry about those. And then if I'm spending a lot of time on something, then it's like, all right, I got done with this, and this though. I didn't get done with this, but I'm still working on it. Let me finish that up tomorrow. And the way that translates to having a harder schedule to the easy schedule, I'd rather have the easy schedule first. That way, especially if I'm bringing in new players or new scheme or just trying to get back and get our momentum back, we can get that done and we can afford more mistakes against the easier teams rather than the harder teams, right? Because down the line, end of the season, when we looking at standings, looking at tiebreakers and stuff, all that stuff matters. So we're seeing like, yo, these games matter more. Like the game against these games, this little mini series at the Liberty and the Links God, these games matter, you know? Or it's like when you got games where you got like the contenders
Where
going
is
up
the
against each other.
foul?
That's the difference between having home court advantage and not, like, especially with the standings being as close as they are right now. So I think that's yeah. And then on another note, I would rather have a harder schedule and get a big win against a tougher team late in the season and carry that momentum into the postseason. Because then it's like, all right, we've been tested, we're ready for the postseason, we're ready for whatever. We're playing at a high level. There's no need to try to prepare us to get to that high level because we're already there. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So yeah, I'd rather, and plus it makes for good basketball too for everybody at the end of the season. Like I think about how in football or in the NBA where the last couple weeks, last couple games are playoff
Yeah.
deciding games, playoff seeding
Yeah.
games. It always works out
Yeah.
that way for one way or another. It's like, all right, these teams are always playing against each other towards the end of the season, and
That
it's
I'll never
like
understand how it just happens to work out that way.
I don't know either, bro. Like
Like there was a couple
I
years
don't
ago.
know if
It
they
was
look
not
at
a
the
couple years ago,
teams
but it was like
and measure them up skill wise, or just think about how things might play out and be like, all right, let's put these similar like teams in the same conference against each other. Or like even in NFL, it's like, all right, got the Cowboys in the whoever. Cowboys and the Giants, or Cowboys in Philly, Cowboys in Washington. Like towards the end of the season, to win who and winner of this wins a division or whatever, right? Like that's just something I've always noticed. Or like a lot of division games are towards the end of the season, whereas some of the good ones are towards the middle. But like the big ones, deciding ones, are last couple weeks.
yeah. There's like a this was like one game that I always call back to. I think it was like 2019. I want to say it was 2019. Yeah, it was no 2018. Because Jimmy was with Timberwolves. It was Minnesota versus Denver, last game of the season. Winner got in, and I was like, how did they walk into? I mean, it wasn't on national TV or anything. It was on League Pass, but it was like I remember watching that game, and it literally felt like a playoff game. Like it came down to, I think they went to overtime, came down to the last shot.
Yeah,
Um, and it's just like I guess sometimes it just happens organically like that. Like things just work out, but it's like that's happened multiple years in a row where like certain teams are playing each other, especially in the NBA. Like certain teams are playing each other, and they're like, all right, based on how seedings are right now, this is who we're gonna play
yeah,
if we lose 2 games in a row, or if we don't win today, we'll play this team. And they sit certain players so they don't, so that they keep the same, type of thing. So it'd be fun to see that in the W because everything is, there's no, I mean, there's conferences, but not when it comes to seeding.
yeah,
So say I'd have to look at September, but say the Aces are playing the Fever and winner gets seed number 5, seed number 6. Like
yeah,
there's a big difference between playing potentially the Mercury than playing, I don't know, the Dream or the Liberty, you know?
yep,
Not a huge difference, but you know, going on the road here versus potentially going on the road here. Like it's sometimes it's just apples to apples. But uh I want to see that happen throughout this, and I think it's happening already. Like even though the Sun are a bad team, the Valkyries treated last night's game like a playoff game. The Sparks have basically treated every game that they've played over the last couple of weeks like playoff games. The Sparks and Storm game from the other night felt like a playoff game, like the atmosphere. And I will say, like, shout out to the fans in LA because they have been out and they've been filling up crypto arena, Staples
Staples.
Center,
I'm still calling it
whatever you want to
Staples. I don't
call
care.
it. They've been filling it up.
Mama named it Staples.
And
I'm gonna call it Staples.
when the Sparks have gone on runs or just made big plays, like McCann Brink got the block on NECA the other night, and crowd went stupid. Seattle got the ball back, tried to make a pass. Cam Brink steals it. Crowd goes crazy again. They come down to get a
Cam had a
layup.
block party, 5
Julie
blocks,
Van
man.
Loo Julie Van Loo hit a three falling out of bounds in the corner, like Maureen Johannes type three. Crowd went stupid. Like Julie Alamon getting the game winning steal. Like those are the type of moments that like don't get talked about enough when it comes to the WNBA. Like I was sitting in my room today and I was thinking like, dang, bro, like we don't see a lot of WNBA game winners for real. And then I went back and I was looking and I was like, now we do, they just don't get talked about as much. Cause like if I see one, like I'll get hyped, but it's just I don't know, like you don't see like it doesn't blow up your phone. It doesn't come straight to your phone as a notification like it would
Yeah,
on like Bleacher Report or ESPN with the NBA or the NBA app. Like I just want to say the WNBA does themselves a disservice. Like go to their YouTube page and see how much content they have versus what the NBA and the NFL does. Like there's just not enough highlights up of certain players. There's not enough. I mean, of any players really. There's
yeah.
not enough. Just
And it's hard for
um,
people to get into the game whenever there's not that when that
yeah.
content isn't there.
Like
And it's
oh,
like a
best
lot of
passes from the season,
WNBA
best
content
threes from
is
the season. Like
by social media people. It's not really by the W
yeah,
themselves. And then they rely
yeah.
on people like us to help them out, or like they put us, or I don't know, like it's just weird how they choose to promote the
Hmm.
league. Like you'll see the same
Yeah.
commercial over and over, whereas with the NBA, something always fresh, something refreshing, something new,
Uh,
something not always, but
um,
I mean,
because we saw that Chet and Shea commercial for years
oh,
ago.
that
Like,
thing, what AT&T commercial
oh my god.
where they
And then
wearing the
they
same
changed it
fit.
to where it was yes. Then they changed it to where it
Bro,
was
did you see
Chet,
his
J
fit
Dub,
for
and Shea.
Alex Caruso's wedding?
I did.
They called him Big Oxtail, bro. I was like, nah, it's funny as hell.
I did. I saw that.
But I will say the latest ad I saw that was pretty cool was the NBA on NBC ad. That was old school not Space Jam, old school what's the name of the team? Not team. What's the name of it? NBA Jam, old school NBA Jam, kind
Mm,
of like. Cause I
hmm.
mean, I remember playing old school NBA Jam on like the arcade machine, and it had the NBA on NBC branding with it. So definitely remember that. That was definitely a good callback for those that definitely grew up and really remember that era better than I would because I mean obviously I was a baby at the time, but um that was definitely a good callback to announce the start of the NBA tip off opening night. Don't
Yeah.
know why I'm losing my words there,
The
but
NBA
I
on
was,
NBC is giving real nostalgia.
oh
Even though
yeah,
we were only like 3 or 4 when it was on NBC, but just the theme, the
yeah.
theme alone is just like damn, bro. Like I just remember that for some reason there's a movie that's synonymous with that theme. Do you know what it is? It's a basketball movie.
Is it like Mike?
Yes.
Yeah,
Every time I hear that theme, I think
exactly,
like Mike. I thought maybe it was
exactly.
just me, but like whenever I hear that theme, I'm like, damn, like Mike. I don't know
Yeah,
why. Maybe that's in the movie, and I just can't think of like the
probably
actual
is
scene.
honestly. Yeah, I mean, so
But for
kind of
some
around that
reason,
time,
like Mike and that sound is just super like when
synonymous.
I hear it, I think like Mike every time. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
and then you got NBA on Amazon. They teased their opening night matchups. They didn't show them, but they showed everybody's reactions to them. As Taylor Rooks, Steve Nash. I want to say Dirk was in a video. I want to say Blake Griffin was in a video, but they like had an
Okay. Yeah.
envelope and they were
Yeah,
showing like
that's their
everybody
lineup.
else's reaction. They're like, "Yo," and it's like, bro, you
Bro,
just
it's
gotta
probably again that's
gas this
already
stuff
on the
up, man.
schedule.
Like, you gotta put
It's
up,
probably
put
again that's already on the schedule though.
it. Likely is,
Like it's probably again that's either Christmas night or opening night.
or I don't
Because
know. Like they'll announce it
how
soon.
many different combos can you do?
Yeah,
Maybe it's
it might
Rockets
be a final.
Warriors.
I
So
think it might be a
KD going
finals
back to Golden
rematch.
State. That's not cool then. That's not gonna get because there's no Halliburton.
Yeah, or I
And
mean,
they actually play opening week on one
yeah,
of the national TV games. I think it's on NBC.
got
And
it.
I'm like, no, it's on ESPN. It's on ESPN.
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 Okay.
It's like
ESPN
ESPN's opening
showed
week games.
their Christmas turn. I'm not Christmas
Christmas
tournament.
Day.
Christmas Day games. Christmas
Yeah.
tournament be lit though. But
Christmas
that'd
101
be a
tournament. Come
lot.
on.
That'd be a
Line it
lot
up.
of basketball, as I learned this weekend.
No, it really would. It really would. Christmas tournament would be nuts. Yeah, you was
Yeah.
there the whole day, bro. You texted me at like early talking about oh this happened. And you texted me like 4 hours later, like,
I
oh,
was
still
not
playing. I'm
expected
like,
to be there all
how you
day.
been
For
there,
for
bro?
context, they had the alumni games for the local Charleston schools. My boys didn't get it done. But see, they only had five.
Damn.
They only had five was playing full games. I'm like, I got there.
See,
I'm
I seen
like,
that somewhere else. No, I seen clips. I seen clips from Shaq. There's
yeah,
old heads out there, gang. It was like some real old heads
yes,
out there, some real OG. I said, "Is he bald?"
yeah.
I said, "Oh, now they got
He
like
says he
I saw Shaq
bald,
highlights, and they wasn't
bro.
playing no D.
Bro,
He was
everybody that
getting
was
layups and
on,
stuff. They were
listen,
shaking hands. I'm like, oh, they
it
down there
was
just having
they were
fun.
playing. So look, the game, the Stratford for Somerville game was good because like I played against some of the guys that's on the Somerville team, and I played with just about everybody on the Stratford team. Well, actually, no, not when I was in school, but like at the gym and stuff. Because like everybody on the team was either on the team before I got to school or after I got to school, and they played with Dre. So, but yeah, they just had people like kind of cancel last. Well, not cancel last minute, but just had some things come up. Some people that were injured. They would
Damn.
have called. Yeah, my boy Craig was there. He's going through a
Oh,
meniscus
CJ played?
injury. He
Oh,
didn't he
damn, he
didn't
got
play,
hurt.
but he was there. But he's going through
I
a
forgot.
meniscus injury, but he just got a new contract to play overseas. So
Yeah, I just said that.
shout out to
Shout
my
out
boy.
CJ or Craig.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm boy trying to form a team together for next season, man. Not next season, but next year. Because there's no way that we only
Man,
had
you better
five
get in there,
people.
bro. You
I'm
better get.
coaching.
Man, you should have said, "Hey, man, I'm strapping. I'm suiting up."
I'm coaching.
You should have. Man, nobody trying to hear that, bro. You
I'm
better suit
I'm
up.
I'm coaching.
You better suit up and put that camera up. Hey, get that content, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Get that content, bro. I'm not
They
trying to
did
hear that.
ask me. They was like, "Why you ain't play?" I'm like, "This is the first time you taught me about any of this." I pulled up to
Boy,
watch.
if I'm going there, I'm going there with my shoes. They need me to line up. I'm lining it up. I'm gonna go out there and hit some threes. Come on now.
That's what I would have been
I'm gonna
able
go out
to
there and turn it
provide.
up.
Listen, I would have hustled on defense and would have been passing the ball.
Shit.
Listen,
I'd
bro,
have been
I'm
out
not
there
about to take
hooping.
over. My feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in basketball shape at the moment. I'm getting back in basketball shape. I'm not in
Neither was
basketball shape
they.
no
I
more.
saw them. I
Yeah,
saw clips. They
them
wasn't in shape either. It was
them
old
young
heads out there.
boys,
OGs. I
OGs, and
say
the
that like
young
I don't be
boys.
playing
The young
pickup with
boys got a little more
OGs
energy. But
a
see,
lot, but
it's a difference between the young boys we got and the young boys other teams got. Like Creek won again. But see, it's like Creek, they play a certain brand of basketball where it's like if you went there today or you
I'll
went
say out
there
there like
10 years
TBT.
ago, huh?
They out there like TBT.
Yeah. So it's like if
Out there just running
Creek
a
system is
gauntlet,
one of those systems where like, yo, if you play there
a
today, you played there
dynasty.
10 years ago, you fall right in line. Like I'm
I'll
not
say
saying nothing has
Louisville
changed, but they just play a certain brand of basketball.
or Syracuse, actually Syracuse,
Yeah.
because Syracuse was running TBT for a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah. But nah, man, we might put we might try to think of who like me and Dice here was talking about who we could bring together for next season. Or not next
Boy,
season,
y'all
for
got
next
hella
year.
people y'all can bring in from Stratford. Y'all got like,
But we
man,
gotta think
the
about
team
who
our
would
freshman year they was
really
all like 6'8". Better bring them dudes in there. We'll meet you.
meet. He had some stuff going on. Like he was supposed to play,
I
but
saw some.
he
I saw
didn't
somebody
play.
else from the Ville. They was in. Never mind. I ain't gonna say where they was at, but they was posting from.
From upstate New York.
That's what you saying. Oh nah! What is this? I said no way. You posted from the jail. That's crazy work.
You know that was on my mind
So
the
y'all
whole
took an
time he was
access to the
playing him too.
Instagram, gang.
You know that was on my mind the whole time they was playing too. I was like, nah, he not back.
Nah, that's not even what I was thinking. I'm talking about somebody different, but I forgot about him.
That's why I said
Wait,
upstate New
who was
York.
on the Somerville team? Was it just Shaq?
It was Shaq. It was Rel. Those are only two people I knew.
Okay, that makes
Cause
sense.
I've hooped with
Damn, they ain't
Rel.
called JT?
No. See, that's the thing. They don't
Damn.
be calling. I mean, like certain schools or certain guys that like play don't call certain people for whatever reason. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
Like
crazy.
that shit was talking about it. He was like, bro, like I don't know. It just I don't know. It's just a matter. It's just certain crews and crowds and groups
Politics.
that do it. Yeah. And so I was just like, yo, I told Dre, I like Dre, you better play next year, bro. You got the energy to be in this.
Hey, bro.
You got the skill set to be in this. You got what it takes.
He
You
gotta
need to be
line it up when I
playing.
see him.
You said
He gotta
what?
line it up when I see him.
You gotta line it up.
He talking trash under the IG. He gotta line it up. He was talking trash. I said, I said, let me read this again.
Wait, what do you
Like, I know
say?
that's not. I know that's not the Dre I think it is.
What do
Somebody
you
he locking that up.
say?
Somebody
Oh,
he locking that up. Like,
Dre gonna foul you.
which I already knew he a YN. Them don't be playing no real defense. They be hacking.
Dre gonna foul
They
you.
be
They get
hacking.
mad when you play physical back.
Any of them dudes that wear big pants, big
Listen.
baggy pants, big baggy
Listen,
shirts, YNs.
that's the Dre I played with since forever. Get mad, tell
Man,
us something you hacking. No, ain't nobody hacking. Get your weight up, boy.
tell him line it up. I said, ain't no way, I said, that's Lil Dre talking like that? Cause I was like, I
Nah,
know it ain't
Dre
my boy
tough. No,
Dre. I was like,
he
Lil Dre?
yeah. That boy tough. He nice, but at the same time, he don't get physical. You know, he need to get back and he need to get some protein. You get in that gym.
I ain't worried about none of that.
Anyways, man,
He talking crazy.
enough local
Put him
hoops
back in
talk.
the little kid chair.
I would love to play or see y'all play. Or just I just love basketball. I just want to play more basketball, man. Like when my feet get good and I get a good pair of shoes, it's over for everybody.
He said my feet get good, bro.
Bro,
26,
cause
bro.
my ankles hurt, bro. Like they're getting better by the day. But Hassan hit me up the hoop. I'm like, my ankles,
Oh
gang.
man. Oh man.
Like
He's fried.
I hurt my ankles bad. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna need something at least mid cut. Like, where you
I'm
pointing
telling you,
at?
bro. The Sabrinas, I'm telling you, bro. Get them Jones.
Man, I might either those or the books or whatever shoe I'm eyeing. I'm eyeing
Oh,
the ants, the high top ants, or the mid top ants. I have to hoop in those. What else is out there? The hardest are tough too.
see, you just trying stuff. That's your problem. You 26. You ain't got time to be just trying stuff. You got to put shoes on that you know it's gonna be okay for your feet and for your ankles. Sabrina's
Okay, yes.
is just like
I
Kobe's.
have to
Put them
figure out
on.
what shoe that is by a trial and error, don't I?
No,
I can't do the ages. As much as I love ages,
that's
I
why I
can't
said
do
not
the
to.
A
That's why I
ones.
said the Sabrinas. I'm gonna tell you Sabrinas for 2 years. 2
You
years.
have, you have, you have.
I had the Stewies, right? I had the
Yeah,
Stewies.
yeah,
Fractured my ankle.
yeah,
Ain't touched them since. Put
yeah.
these on. Been
I'm
cool.
contemplating on going back to the Lamellos because they do got
Been cool.
the ankle
Don't
support. It's just the traction. It's just the traction.
they don't have the
I
ankle
don't know.
support because he hurt every year.
Listen, I was looking into
He
getting.
played like 22
Hold on,
games.
hold on. I was looking into getting some Currys, like because they come out with the Curry twos from time to time, like the retro
You
ones.
gonna put
But
them ankle braces on like he do?
bro, the Curry twos go up your dang. They basically a new version
Yeah,
of
but are you
Jordan
gonna wear
ones.
the ankle braces like he does?
I'm not wearing no ankle braces. I don't need ankle braces,
So
but they
you
got ankle
tweaking.
support.
You
The
basically wearing
Curry
wrestling
twos are
shoes
not.
then.
Listen, the Curry twos are nothing but Jordan ones that you could hoop in.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. You're not doing that.
They have
You
high
gotta have
ankle
the ankle
support, dog.
braces. You gotta have the ankle. You gotta have the ankle braces though, or you
I
gotta
don't.
tie them just like dumb tight. It's gonna feel like you got an
No,
ankle
you
wrap on
don't,
anyway.
bro. With the new Curry, just because they're low cut, but I'm talking with the Curry twos. They're high
Bro,
tops.
Curry had them jumps up to the top of his calf, bro.
That's because Curry got bad ankles.
And what shoes you think he was wearing when he had the bad ankles, man?
Nike. That's what he went to. Went to Under Armour. He
That
was a
ain't why.
Nike
He
athlete.
went
He
to
was a
Under Armour because
Nike
they was
athlete.
like,
He
yeah, you
had
can
no
be a
ankle
guy.
problems after that. He was
No,
a
no, no,
Nike
no, no.
athlete, and he had no ankle
He went
problems
to Under
after
Armour
that when
because
he
he's a
went to
guy.
Under
He went to
Armour.
he had no ankle injuries after Under Armour. If that's
Not
the
as
case, then he would stop
not
wearing the
as
ankle braces as
severe.
much as he do.
He wore the ankle braces so he doesn't have
He
ankle
still wear
problems.
2 ankle braces on each ankle. Them just up to the top of his calf, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was one time when his shoes were coming out and I seen them. I was like, "Oh, that look cool." That's that top thing at the top of his like shoe, and I'm like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
but
his
that's the
ankle
ankle.
braces. Those are
I
his
did the same
ankle
thing though,
braces."
because on 2K you can get it with the ankle brace on the top. I'm pretty sure. Or like, I'm like, dang, that don't look like it do. And I was like, oh, it's because he got the ankle brace. But yeah, man, get you some brains, some brains. Don't.
Man, we'll see, man. Hey, if y'all want to donate to the Sabrina Fund, y'all are more than welcome to. Y'all can hit my DM.
You
I'll
just
give you
talked about all
payment
these other
information.
shoes that you was gonna try, but you can't get your own Sabrinas.
Listen,
You know what? You don't care about your ankles. It's all good. It's all good. That's all good. You want to keep just
No, the
trying shit out
Sabrina threes are out
like you
now.
not damn near 30. That's okay. That's okay.
Listen.
That's okay. You're
I
not
listen.
16 no more.
I slacked on getting the Sabrinas. Um, the ones I really wanted to choose, the purple ones, didn't get those. And then the threes are out now. The Spike Lee joints are nice, and I like how Spike Lee has a three that he designed because the first Jordan that Spike Lee helped promote was the Jordan 3. Fun fact. So it's a full circle moment. Jordan 3, Sabrina
And you
3,
yapping, bro. Get the
threes.
shoes, man.
I don't looked
Or
at
you just gonna keep
Ross,
talking
try
about
to
how your
find something
ankles and your
cheap.
feet hurt, bro. Ross
Yeah,
for
let's see
your
if I could.
for your feet.
Cause I was trying to see if I could find something. You
Well,
never
you
know
was
what you
not
find in
15. You
there.
can't just put anything on
You
your
never
feet,
know what you
man.
find in there. I had
You
no
not
luck.
finding no damn Sabrina's in your size. What are we talking about here?
Have faith.
No.
You never know what you might find in there, bro. I don't came up and
You
found some
not
stuff in
finding no
there.
Sabrina's in your size, game.
All right. I
Them
don't
shoes
find
not even
plenty.
that expensive
They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not.
compared to the other ones you trying to get. They probably more expensive.
No, they're all around the same. But I would say Sabrina's are the cheapest option. I would think. I don't know, man. I'll figure it out one day. Anyways, man. Speaking of dynamic point guards in the league, this Paige versus Sonya conversation that you presented. Who is going to be rookie of the year? Paige Beckers or Sonya Citron?
See, you know what's funny? I did a whole video and I think I did choose, but I low key did.
I didn't
I was like,
see
oh, if I had to
towards the
choose today,
end. I was watching before I left the crib, and
I
then
was like, low key, if I
I was
had to
like,
choose, I'd
let me go
probably
ahead and
say
leave the
Paige,
crib.
but I was trying to be diplomatic. If I
Yeah,
had to choose today, it would be Paige.
gotcha.
If they continue to play the same way, like if they both continue to play the same way they played, oh Haley, no! If they continue to play the same way that they played, she just smoked the late.
Oh,
Um, but they not calling no fouls in Indiana, so I'm kind of never mind. Um, if they both continue to play the same way to end the season, I would still go Paige. A lot of people are saying Sonya, which is cool. I think they're just trying to be different. I think it's similar to
yeah.
last year with Caitlyn, of where people were like, "Oh no, Angel Reese," whereas like,
No,
bro, like it's Caitlyn.
it was clear cut.
Um,
Caitlyn.
I don't think this year is clear cut at all. I think it's very
No, I don't
close.
think it'll be unanimous.
I think it's as close as that they get into being co rookie of the years. Like it's really
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
But to say it's for sure this way or for sure that way, I think is disingenuous on both sides.
yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
some people are just trying to be away from Paige, like trying to
Try to
not
be
say Paige,
outside of
and then
the.
some people
They're
are
just
trying
trying to
to
be
be
different.
Sonya just because. Um, so I just find it interesting the way like I don't think if you have Sonya rookie of the year is a bad choice, or I don't think if you have Paige is a bad choice. I just think your reasoning behind it can't be
Oh,
uh
just because.
like it has like people was arguing in my comments on my TikTok, but no one said why one wasn't the other. They were like, nah, Sonya better. Somebody was like, no, they're not. Or no, she's not. And then they said, yep, she is. And they were like, all right, tell me why.
All
No
right,
response. So that's why
right,
I'm
and
like,
it's like they both got the worthy cases
they
of
both had an
being rookie of
argument.
the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think had maybe if Sonya saw the same success without Kiki, I would think she would have a greater argument. But because Kiki's there and she's an all star as well, and they both contribute to the Mystics' improved success this season, that is something to note. But at the same time, because of the fact that they brought Washington to a place that nobody thought they would have been this season, that holds weight in my opinion. Whereas Paige has had a positive impact and has played like the best rookie, statistically, I would say, in terms of what she produces on a night to night basis. Um, and just being, I would say the better overall player in my opinion. But I think, as you have mentioned, people in this argument have had their stance for one or two reasons. People just saying just because that's just not gonna cut it here. People just like to try to be different or try too hard to be different. That's not gonna cut it here either. Like this is an actual discussion. This is something that I think. I'm not saying it'll go down to the wire, like, but I don't think
I know it
it's
will.
as unanimous as some people are putting it.
Mm-mm. Like everything is super close. Like numbers
Yeah,
wise, like Paige averages more points, Sonya averages more rebounds, Paige averages more assists.
yeah.
They both shoot. I mean, Paige shoots 46 from the floor, Sonya shoots 47. Sonya shoots 39 from three, Paige shoots 34. Sonya shoots 86 from the free throw line, Paige shoots 87. Paige averages 1.8 steals, Sonya 1.3. Sonya has multiple 20 points and rebound games. The only other rookie to have one of those is Kiki. She has three 25 plus point games. That's more than, or that's the same amount as all other rookies combined. Um, Paige is the fastest player to 400 points, 100 assists. She did it in 22 games. Tied with Cynthia Cooper for quickest to get there. Longest active streak of 10 plus point games with 25. And I want to say now 26 because I think she scored 12 points by halftime. So that streak has continued. She's Paige is first in points, assists, and second in steals. In terms of rookies, she's top 10 in the league in points, assists, and steals. Bisogna's 2-0 head to head. So there's really no clear winner here. There's no it's like I said in the video, it's gonna come down to preference, but it's also gonna come down to have you paid attention? Do you understand? And do you have an agenda? I love
Mm-hmm.
both players. I have a Paige jersey. I'm a UConn fan, but I also love Sonya Citron. Even though she played at Notre Dame, I've been talking, I've been
But
bigging
you
her
rock with
up
Notre
since her
Dame.
freshman season. What's up?
I said, but you rock with Notre Dame.
Yeah. Like Maddie
Yeah.
Westbrook, one of my favorite players, played at Notre Dame.
Yup.
Um, loved Olivia Miles, love Hannah
Yup.
Hidalgo. Like,
Yup.
have always bigged them up. Kayla McBride, one of my favorite players. She
Yup. Skyler.
was going against us when I was like really coming into my own as a UConn fan or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not it's not a preference thing. It's not a bias here at all. And I think that as long as you're not biased in your conversation that you're having about who the rookie of the year is, I think there's no issue with that. If you
Yeah.
have Sonya because you feel like she's been the better player this season, tell me why, and I might agree. Same vice versa for Paige. Like there's just no you can't just say, oh, Paige didn't do this year. Paige has only played or has missed 6 games this year, two of them due to like load management, basically.
Yeah.
That's not an argument for Sonya. That's not an argument for Sonya. Just because she's played every game, that doesn't. Now, if Paige misses double digit games or misses 11 to 12, that conversation is valid. But she's only missed 6 to this point. If she doesn't miss another game, she misses one more game. She played 37 out of 44 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really going to give you your lead. Now, I know a couple years ago, well, almost 10 years ago, or maybe more than 10 years. No, actually 10 years ago at this point, when Embiid lost it to Brogdon because
Damn,
Brogdon
that
played
was
way
10
more
years ago?
games. Yeah, bro. That was 2016. So 9 years ago, I guess. Was it 2016 or 16, I think. Maybe it was 15. Maybe it was 15. It was one of those years. One of those years. Maybe it was 16. I can't remember. But
I want to say maybe it's
there
2016.
was the
I want to say
argument
it's
of who was
2015,
rookie of the
2016
year.
season. Yeah, it's 2015, 2016 season. Because then they drafted Ben Simmons. No, no, no,
He missed
no.
a
That
year.
was 2014, 2015 season. Because he's same draft class as whatchamacallit, what's the boy name? Um Wiggins. They're teammates in Kansas together. Um, but yeah.
So it was the next year because Embiid didn't play his first year.
So he didn't play 2014, 2015, he played 2015, 2016.
Mhm.
So it was that year. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, so
And
that's the year that
then
Brogdon won it because Embiid
yeah.
played like 40, 50 games maybe.
Yeah. And
And people were
then
in an
Ben
uproar because
Simmons
Embiid
won
had better
in
stats, but
2017,
Brogdon played better
2018.
or played more games. Um, I would say as long as you are knowledgeable and you are not biased, I'm here for whatever you're gonna say or whatever whoever you choose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think either player will feel slighted if they don't get it. I think both of them are going to be, obviously they'll be upset if they don't get it, but I don't think they'll be like, damn, I got cheated or I got hosed or there's no way I shouldn't have won this. Like, I think
Yeah,
both of them know, I think like when you see them play, they know that the other player is up for this rookie of the year. Like they are battling it out for that rookie of the year.
yeah,
I have to, matter of fact, let me look and see if they play again. Um, the Mystics, they don't play it again in August. So they might play a couple times in September, and that might be some games that uh you know are swing factors. But unless it's like they're guarding each other and one of them is just like dominating the other, there's no real swing factor in those kinds of games, I don't think. Just because they're both like super efficient, both have played really well in those games. Um, but I just look at it and I'm appreciating two players, two rookies playing phenomenal seasons.
yeah,
Um, and I think I think some of it is people don't want to give Paige the rookie of the year. They don't want her to be crowned. Some people didn't know how good Sonya Citron was coming into this season, and they're a little surprised by it, or they just feel like since she is the underdog, they want to give it to her. Which I'm not really here for that. Like Sonya Citron has been a great player.
amazing player,
Was always going to be a great player. She plays the
impactful
game
player, always been.
in a beautiful way, super efficient. Like they're both really great players and they're both super efficient. Like there's no knocks on either of their games that you could look at and say, yeah, like they haven't done this year. They've done great. Like both of them have done great for a rookie. They both are all stars. They both could potentially be second team all WNBA. Like that's how good they've been as rookies.
Yep.
Like it's just gonna come down to preference at the end of the day in eye test
Yeah,
because the numbers are gonna be even. The numbers are gonna be even. So
yeah. I
but
think
I think Sonya losing like Brittany Sykes leaving could help Sonya
yeah, late
because this
push.
this last stretch her numbers could look a lot better.
Yeah, I think Paige. I think she did a little more statistically, like with setting certain records throughout the season as a rookie. Um, and I'm leaning more towards her being rookie of the year more than I am Sonya. But I mean, if there is a way for them to be co-rookie of the years, I mean,
Grant Hill, Jason Kidd.
yeah. But I think the point system has made it to where there can't be.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, this will probably be one of the closest in recent years. Like I'll have to look at. I think there was a year where it was Fee and Arike. They came out the same year.
mm-hmm.
Um, theirs was pretty close. I want to
Them
say Crystal
second place
Dangerfield
votes
won
gonna
it
be
one year.
crazy.
I'd be curious to see who was the runner-up. Crystal Dangerfield's year because I want to say that might have been 2019. Maybe it was COVID. Um, so yeah, I'm curious to see. I'll have to go back and look at Rookie of the Year, back and forth because I think Sylvia Fowles and Candace Parker were in the same year too, if I'm not mistaken. So or maybe it was back to back years. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, this is one of the closest in Rookie of the Year races we've had in a really really long time. So
Yep.
I don't think there's a wrong answer. It's just the way you go about getting that answer.
Get to the money page. Damn. They was hacking and just making everything difficult for pages now, man. Like she earned that bucket. Good lord, spill on aisle 7.
Bro, never mind. Like I said, um, the next discussion we
Yeah.
have Nafisa Collier, who is the MVP frontrunner, has missed the last few games with I want to say it's a back injury. Um, no, 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 no. She hurt her ankle. That's what it was. I'm sure she
Okay.
hurt her ankle.
Yeah.
Against was it New York?
I thought it
I
was a
can't remember
game
who they're playing.
before New York.
I think they were at home, and she got hurt. Yeah, I think it was before New York.
Yeah.
Um, so she got hurt. Has missed a few games since then. The Lynx have still been really good. Still have held firm and won games.
Mm-hmm.
So as that's
Beat the
happened,
Liberty.
people have continued to have great games, great performances. AT has had 3 straight triple doubles. Not
Yes.
all those have been in wins. And then Asia
No.
Wilson, her team is on a 4-game winning streak, and she just had a 30-20 game.
The first ever
Alicia
in
Gray has
WNBA
been
history.
yes. Alicia Gray has been phenomenal all season. Sabrina Ionescu, I almost said Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Ionescu has been great all season as well. And those are really the five in the conversation. Since Fee has gone down, I've seen more and more discourse around, oh, could Asia get it? Could we give it to Asia? Could we give it to Asia? First of all, who was we? None of y'all have a vote. Second of all, if I'm gonna just say this, similar to what I was saying with Sonya Citron and Paige, I just think it's very disingenuous for Fee to play the way that she's played all season and last season.
Mm-hmm.
The way she's played, but particularly this season, because it's about this year, how she's played all season, how her team has looked all season. And to, first of all, pretend that this team is just like stacked. Because on paper, the Lynx aren't like, on paper, the Lynx aren't even a top five team. Let's be honest. On paper, this is not a top five team. They just play better together. They have a chemistry, they have better coaching.
Yeah.
But to act like Fee is just around this great, phenomenal team when people couldn't wait for Kayla McBride to get out of Vegas,
Yep.
right or wrong.
Right.
People couldn't wait to get Courtney Williams out of Connecticut and Chicago, right or wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
Alana Smith wasn't even in the league. She got cut multiple times, right or wrong.
Yep.
Like, they just got there, but nobody picks up like Bridget Carlton ain't no player that everybody's like, oh my God, Bridget Carlton's like that. Like, no. Natisha Heidemann, if she wasn't on the Lynx, she might be in like if she wasn't on the Lynx the last couple of years, she might not be in the WNBA right now. So I think more credit needs to be given to the organization, Fee, and the team as a whole, more than saying, oh, well, they have a really good team. They do have a really good team. But to use that against Fee when you have teams that have Jonquel Jones, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Emma Mieseman, Natasha Cloud, all on the same team who have all been all-stars or Olympians in one or another, then you have the dream, I would say, Brittany Griner isn't Brittany Griner right now, but it's still Brittany Griner. You have Bree Jones, All Star. Ryan Howard, All Star. Alicia Gray, All Star. What are we talking about? Jordan Canada is a championship point guard, or was on a team, or wasn't the starting point guard, but played a big role on the championship team when they won in Seattle. Phoenix, Alyssa Thomas, top 3 MVP a couple years ago, Olympian. Satu, Olympian, All WNBA talent. DeWanna Bonner, Hall of Famer. Like Ka, Finals MVP. The Fever, Caitlin Clark, All WNBA, All Star. Aaliyah Boston, All Star. Kelsey Mitchell, All Star. Aces, 4 All Star. Actually, yeah, 4 All Stars still. Even after they let go Kelsey Plum, they still brought in another one. 4 Olympians. 4.
Five.
4.
You got Megan
5.
Gustafson.
Oh, Meg Gutterson. Yeah, my fault. My fault. She hasn't played this year, so I forgot
Nah.
about. Or she has played.
She's played, but not
but
as
she was out for most of the
much.
season.
Yeah.
The Storm, Olympian and Gabby Williams, All Star and
Yes.
Gabby Williams. Skylar
Yes.
Diggins, future Hall of Famer. NECA,
Yes.
future Hall of Famer. Finals
Yes.
MVP.
Yes.
WNBA MVP.
Yes.
Olympian.
Yes.
Skylar, Olympian.
Yes.
Ezzy, Olympian.
Yes.
Brittany Sykes, All Star.
Yep.
And y'all mean to tell me that the Lynx are just the far and away best team in the league, and it's just unfair, and that should be a discredit to Nafisa Collier? Are we being serious? Are we being serious? Because coming into last season, did we have Lynx as contenders? Right or wrong? We did not. We had them like, oh, they might be up there because Diamond Miller was coming back off injury. Weren't sure what her role was going to be, and they came in and they was top of the league right away. They were 1 and 2. They were second
I will say
to
last
New
season
York
was
all
more
season
surprising
long.
than this season. Yes.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like this year, we knew what they were going to be,
That's when they
but it was still
insert
they were
themselves as
still
like,
like,
yo, we here.
was last year a one-off? Are they going to have the same kind of year? Are they going to be able to come back with the motivation that they
Yeah, we
need
thought they
to?
were
And they
rebuilding
have.
2 years ago.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like
We thought they were
to
rebuilding two
turn
years ago.
around.
Yeah.
Like this team isn't that different from the team a couple years ago when they barely made the
No.
playoffs and where they lost to Connecticut in the first round. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is disingenuous because To act like this team is just far and away better than the teams below them is crazy. No, they just play a better brand of basketball.
Yeah.
They play together. They have a better chemistry. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
they have more talent.
Yeah. It's really reminding me of like Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion. You got the best player in the league, arguably, and they have elevated their team to a level that if they're not on that team, they're not getting nearly as close to
Yeah,
where they are.
100%.
Now they are well coached. Cheryl Reeve is one of the greatest coaches in WNBA history.
Yeah.
And oh wow. Now Indiana don't want to win this does not want to win this game. But
19-0 run. Wow.
that's crazy, gang.
It's crazy because they started out good and then the Fever made a
Okay, good
run and
shot.
then the Dallas just made another one. Who is that?
I was
Say it. You don't even know who that is.
Chloe Bibby.
Okay. Did they say it?
No, I have it muted actually.
What school she play at?
Is it a Big Ten school?
It is.
Is it Northwestern?
No.
No,
Nah.
it's Nebraska.
No.
No, I don't know why I said Nebraska. Uh, Ohio State.
No. She played for two teams.
Not
She
Michigan.
played
I
for
don't
an
think she
SEC
played for
team.
Michigan.
She played for an SEC team for a few years. And she played for a Big Ten team for a couple years.
Did she play at Mississippi State?
There is a player there. Yes.
Okay.
She
I
did
knew
play at Mississippi
that
State.
because see that was gonna be my first guess, but then I was like, wait, is it a Big Ten team?
Yes.
And you say yeah.
She did play at Mississippi State.
Okay.
There's a player that was drafted this season that she was teammates with for a little bit, and then they were waived, and it caused the uproar.
Oh, she played at Maryland.
Yes, she did.
Because that player is Cheyenne
Yes, she did.
Sellers.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she played.
I
She
think
played
it's
at Maryland
crazy
from
that the
2020 to
Valkyries
2022.
whatchamacallit, I think it's crazy that the Valkyries mascot has glasses in similar fashion to
That
Cheyenne
is wild.
Sellers.
That is wild. Oh, that's crazy.
Don't know why
I
I
didn't think about
made that connection, but I was just like,
yeah, I definitely didn't even think about that.
I was like, that's kind
She
of
is
weird.
double?
That's kind of crazy.
She is double even? Yeah. That shit. Yeah, no. Shoot the ball.
Why you trying to out in big
Somebody gotta shoot
guard?
it. Oh, you know she gonna shoot it.
Back,
Oh. Shoot that.
Oh, no, too late.
Okay. Wow. But yeah, like you were saying about the Lynx and how they're similar to the Nuggets. I think they're also similar to the Spurs.
Yeah, that's another
With like
good
Fia's Tim
way
Duncan.
to put it. Yep.
Like
Not
obviously
flashy at
Ginobili and
all,
Tony
yo.
Parker turned out to be Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But they were just so good at playing their roles. Like if Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili go somewhere else, are they still Hall of Famers?
No.
If they're drafted to a Charlotte or New Orleans or Utah, are they still Hall of Famers?
Definitely not.
Like certain players,
They're
like
Hall of Famers
you have to
because
go into the right
of their
system
impact on championship teams.
for sure.
That's
and
why.
that system was perfect for them. Like that system started with Tim Duncan, and then it went down the line after that.
Yes,
And it
because
was an
have any of
easy
them ever
system for everybody to play in.
been? Now I will have to look this up, but I mean I'm sure maybe Tony Parker's been an All-Star maybe.
I think Tony Parker had like an
I don't
All-Star
think Mono's
too.
been an All-Star, but he's been a 6-man of the year, right? Okay.
Yeah, he won a couple, I want to say.
Yeah, and I feel like
Maybe,
in that
maybe
circus,
not that many actually,
I don't think he won that many, honestly, bro. Maybe 2.
because there was a run with Jamal Crawford, there was a run with Lou Williams, but that was like
But that's like later
2010s.
in his career. I'm trying to think from like early 20,
But I think Joe
from early
Johnson won one in
2000s
like
to
05
yeah.
with Phoenix. Let me see. Instead of trying to guess this. Ginobili. Two-time All-Star.
2-time
My apologies.
All-Star.
One-time
2007, 08, 6-man year. 2002, 2003 All Rookie.
Yeah, he was an All-Star in 2005 and 2011.
Bro, you know what I found out today
fault.
watching the Tarasi documentary?
What's that?
I didn't know she was Argentinian.
Like she was born there?
Her peoples are like her
Oh,
parents. They're Argentinian and
that actually doesn't surprise me.
Italian.
That actually doesn't surprise me because
Right.
the way that she talked and the way that she was, I don't, this is gonna sound crazy, but the way that she was like built when she came to UConn, it kind of makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm picking up
But
what you're putting down.
like she gave more of like a European feel than she gave like a American feel
And the way she
in a
moved.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
even
no,
the way she
I
played,
started
but I know she
episode
played
one
overseas for a long time
earlier.
too.
I didn't finish it, but I was watching that earlier.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, I'll probably come up with
Shout out
a
DT.
review of sorts.
But
But
I went on
definitely
that rant.
eye opening.
All things to say, Fee, as
Put some
long
respect
as
on the
Fee
feast of
comes
Collier,
back to
man.
play in the next couple of games, she should be the MVP. She has earned the MVP. Um, like like respect to Alyssa Thomas. She's having a phenomenal season. Respect to Asia
Yes.
Wilson. She's having another phenomenal season. Asia
Yes.
Wilson can still be considered the best player in the world. I'm not mad
Yes.
at that at all.
And
Sabrina
people say this
Ionescu
is an
having a
off
phenomenal
year.
season.
No, this ain't no off year. You just ain't been
No, it's
paying
not off year.
attention.
The team is just
The
better.
team
That's it.
off, Asia
She's been
on.
phenomenal. Yeah, the team has been
Everybody
phenomenal.
needs to
On off
step
numbers from when
up.
Asia Wilson is on the court to when she's off the court is drastic.
Yes.
Alicia Gray is having a phenomenal season. I still think Alicia
Yes.
Gray is number two.
I think
I
she
would
should
still
be
have
highly
it.
considered
I still would have
as
it. Fee number one, Alicia number two, and then you can argue Sabrina, AT, and Asia. I I
yeah.
I would go towards more consistency than I would um the late push. But if Asia continues to do stuff like this, obviously she'll probably be three or four.
Yeah.
Alyssa Thomas has been phenomenal all season. Not to say that Asia hasn't been great all season, but I think Sabrina should get some credit for holding pat a team at 20-11 when they lost Jonquel, and then
Yep.
once they got Jonquel back, they lost Stewie.
And she's been the most
She's been their most
consistent.
consistent player. She's really been their most consistent player for 2 years in a row, if we're being honest.
Yes. Talk
Her
about it.
her her post All-Star break last season, she wasn't the same as she was before, or post Olympic break, I should say. She wasn't the same as she was before the Olympic break, but she's been the most consistent player in the regular season for the last 2 seasons. So and I was mad that they kind of just pushed her aside and gave Stewie the MVP votes instead of Sabrina. And I think this year Sabrina will um
Spirit took that
actually
personal.
should get some MVP votes. Um, but I would still have Alicia number two. Because Alicia's been phenomenal in the Dream or 20-11. People didn't have the Dream being this good. They didn't have them being a top 3 seed coming into this.
Like we had them in the playoffs for sure, but I don't think we had them
And
going this far.
if somebody told you they were top 3 coming into this latter half of the season, you would say, "Oh, Ryan's having an MVP year." You would say, "Oh, Ryan must be going crazy." Ryan was out for a good chunk,
Yeah.
and Alicia held
Yeah.
them down.
Yep.
They were just
And
about to
even when
lose to
Ryan
the
was
Phoenix
back.
Mercury the other night in Phoenix, and Alicia Gray turned it up after Ryan got ejected. Like,
Yeah.
man, give Alicia Gray her credit too, man.
Alicia's
She's
always
been
been the
phenomenal
one.
all
I mean,
season
not
long. Been
always
super
been the
consistent all
one,
season long.
but
Give her her credit.
yeah, I would say that because it will be the times like you mentioned where Ryan is back that Alicia would take the game over, or Alicia be the one. Hey, take us home, win this game.
Yeah. Yeah. And the progression from her has been phenomenal. I feel like I wrote about her like 2 years ago and
Yeah.
talked about her progression. And she just keeps getting better. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
she got
at
better.
least.
It's her first All-Star year, then she had another All-Star
Ooh.
year, and now she's having an MVP type year. So it's like,
Oh, they got a fall.
just shout out to her. Paige Tough. Just a shout out to her, but shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
I still today, if I had all WNBA teams, my first team would be Fee, Leash, AT, Asia, and Sabrina would be the first team. I think that's pretty solidified.
You said who now?
I
You
think
said Fee, Leash, AT, Asia, Sabrina.
Asia and Sabrina. I think
Yeah.
there is one player that has a real argument for being first team, and that's Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell has been phenomenal all season. And this last month and a half stretch, she's been killing it.
Yeah.
I think Kelsey Mitchell's for sure second team, like first player on second team. Aaliyah Boston's probably next,
Yep.
or is like still in there. NECA is probably on there, and then after that, it's question marks. We got KP question mark, Sonya question mark, Paige question mark, Stewie's question mark because will she come back in time to play enough games?
Paige, cook up.
Satu question mark. Beginning of the season, she was first team, but when she came back from injury, she hasn't been the same. Skylar question mark. Kayla McBride question mark. Jackie Young question mark.
Yeah,
Uh, I think the last two spots on the second team are open. I think they can be gotten by anybody. I think they could go to
that's a
KP
tough
depending
bet.
on how the Sparks end the season. I think they could go to Sonya or Paige. They could go to both Sonya and Paige. I think if Stewie comes back rather quickly, she could still get a second team spot. Like Jonquel, I don't know how many games she would have to play to end the season, but um, she still has a case. If the Storm turned around, Skylar's still in the conversation. But I don't think you should get multiple players if you're below the 4 to 5 seed.
Yeah,
Like Indiana's at 5 right now. Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah, they should get 2.
yeah,
Um, if the Aces are 7, 6, 8, I don't think they should get 2. I don't think you get Jackie Young and Asia just because the season, unless Jackie just goes on a crazy run in the
that's
season.
easy.
The Dream are only going to have one unless Bree Jones gets the second spot,
Yeah,
which I wouldn't be mad at. She's been really good this season. Um, the Lynx are probably only going to get one unless they give them credit for having multiple, but they'll probably have 2 players on the all defensive team. Um, so, or one of the all defensive teams. So, um, yeah, those would be my all W teams as it stands today. Uh, I think the last 2 to 3 spots on the second team are still wide open. Still could
yeah,
be anybody's.
yeah, yeah. Um, Dang, I got nothing to add really.
Yeah. Just hopefully some of these
Just pretty
players come back
solid
from
list for
injury
real.
soon.
I
Yeah.
mean, I like that you probably include. You said you're for sure be what Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and who for
Mm-hmm.
the second team?
NECA.
Naka for second team. I think Paige has a worthy case like you mentioned. Song has a worthy case like you mentioned. Um, who else did you say you
Stewie,
said?
Satu,
Stewie,
Skyler,
Satu,
K Mac,
Skylar,
Jackie
K
Young.
Mac, Jackie Young, and you said KP too, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry. The way I was reading it, the way I wrote it, I wrote KP, then Sonya, then Paige, then Stewie, then Satu.
got
Just
you. And I
the
already
way the
said Paige
names
and
rolled
Sonya, so
off,
you just
and that's
kept
put
on going
question.
down the
Yep.
line.
So I
Yep,
just kept going down the line instead of saying
got
KP.
you,
But
got you,
KP was the
got
first
you.
player that I had with a question mark. And she's been super efficient the last, really over this last stretch of them going. I think they're 8 or 9 and 2 in their last 11. So
Yeah,
um, she's had a good season all season, but she's been way more efficient the last 11 to 12 games. So if she continues that, I think even if they're like a 7, 8, I think she gets all WNBA mod.
yeah,
And then it'll come down to really one spot after that. Because I think NECA, Aaliyah, and Kelsey Mitchell are all locks for second team. And Kelsey still has a case for first team, but I don't know if she'll give it over Sabrina.
no, I don't think she'll get over Sabrina either. Just based on their cases. Sabrina helping lead the New York Liberty to a second seed, whereas Kelsey Mitchell and the Indiana Fever, they're like what, middle of the pack at the moment.
Yeah,
Um,
they're 18 and
you
14,
could
fifth
say
spot,
that
fifth seed.
Sabrina's been more consistent than Kelsey this season as well. Both being all stars, but
Yeah.
slight differences between the two.
I would say Kelsey Mitchell has done a good job of being able to change her role
Yes,
because
yes,
her role her role coming into the season was definitely going to be different. With Caitlin coming into her second season, having a Dewana Bonner out there, having another season of Aaliyah Boston. Lexi Hole was playing really well to start the season. She was in MIP talks.
yeah,
And then Caitlin went down, and Kelsey Mitchell really just stepped back into the role that she was in
yeah,
years ago and has looked better, if not just as good as she did during those years. So she deserves a lot of credit for what she's done this season, as does Aaliyah, because they've kept them afloat even without Caitlin. And a lot of people didn't think they'd be able to do that.
mhm,
They won a Commissioner's Cup championship without Caitlin on the floor.
mhm,
Um, and they've won some big games over this last couple of weeks without her. So they definitely deserve a lot of credit for what they've done. Now I say that as their getting beat down by the Wings right now. But
Trying to stage a comeback. Oh, that Doncic three
yeah,
went down, and that would have been something.
yeah. But yeah, just credit to them, credit
Yeah,
to Kelsey Mitchell for sure. But I mean, there's a lot of players that have had good years. I just
bro.
some of it,
This is so
some of it,
crazy.
some of it is just like depending on what their end of the season looks like or what their
Oh,
team
good pass.
is
Oh, she
seated
blew
at by the end of the
it.
season. What their team is looking like at the end of the season is the big case or is
Oh
the
yeah,
big thing that will help their case, in my opinion.
yeah. Paige's game is so smooth, bro. It's so
Bro,
simple. It's like I'm gonna just dribble, pass. I'm gonna
just
dribble, shoot, get in my spot. Just let me get to it. Like that's someone who has mastered
if
their
she be getting
craft.
hacked, no calls.
Yeah, got MHA
That's what I say.
dropping threes.
Oh, you behind.
Am I?
Yeah, if MHA just hit a three, yeah, you behind. It just went the timeout for me. Is
Yeah,
that
no.
Carolyn Peck?
Yeah, I just saw the whatchamacallit, the Bree Turner
Oh,
layup.
I'm tweaking.
What?
Bro, I saw a CarMax commercial and thought it was Carolyn Peck, bro. I'm tweaked.
Lordy. Oh, Paige almost made that.
Oh,
Dang.
nah. Bro, I really thought that was Carolyn Peck for a second, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
Kelsey,
saw
turn me up, Kelsey.
I saw somebody out the corner of my eye and thought it was Carolyn Peck. I was like, damn, the WNBA put Carolyn Peck in a commercial? Bro, I'm tweaking, bro. I'm
Oh,
tweaking.
let me see this commercial, man. Let me see this commercial, dog.
You gotta think, bro. I was looking out the corner of my eye. Look out the corner of your eye, bro. Look out the corner of your eye. Peripheral vision, bro. Peripheral. I looked up as she was
Nah,
leaving the
gang, you
screen,
are
and I was like, Carolyn
crazy.
Peck? I was like, hold on, bro. Carolyn Peck? They've
I
been
can
rolling
see
this.
the similarities. I
Her
mean,
hair
her
not
hair
that curly, but it's
mad
like,
curly. She got that,
yeah,
that curly hair.
yeah.
I was about to say the
But
wrong curl pattern just now, but yeah.
I just saw a lighter woman in just WNBA has CarMax commercials. So I looked up and
He was like,
when I was looking up, she was leaving the screen. I was like, hold on, bro, is that Carolyn Peck? But Carolyn Peck like 6 feet tall, so she'd have
facts.
been towering over buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking that for sure. But hopefully, because like I would love to see what I don't know. I don't think we predicted all W teams, but I would love to see what the all W teams look like versus what people expect them to look like.
Yeah.
Because Caitlyn was what the favorite to be MVP, or if not second favorite to be MVP.
Oh, she was up there.
Um, so like the fact that she probably won't. I mean, I don't think she's going to be eligible to be in any of these awards.
No.
Um, it's going to be crazy because you really
Because she
it's
only
similar
played
to
like a
Wimby.
fraction of the season. Like, has she? I don't even
Yeah,
think she's played half the season. Like, no, she's not getting that.
it's similar to Wimby this past season of where like he was penciled in to be defensive player of the year. He's penciled in to be in the all NBA team. Like Caitlin's penciled in to be an all WNBA player for the rest of her career. It was just like how many is she gonna have? Now she's
Yeah.
missing out on one because of injury, so
It's because
it's
she's
gonna
that
be
skilled
interesting
of
to
a
see.
player.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you can say the same thing about Angel Reese. Like Angel Reese has dealt with some injuries when
Yeah.
she was playing her best brand of basketball. So
And she's out there on the
that's
floor
gonna
more
be
this
both of them
season.
are not gonna be all W this
I
year.
feel like the
So
conversation about her this season is very different if she's out
drastically
there
had
on
to
the floor.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it drastically had to
Just a
change.
shame
Like
that we're not
she
be able,
started out not
we
very
weren't able to
good, but
see year
she
two
went on a stretch
improvements.
where she went on a little stretch,
Yeah.
like a 2 to 3 week stretch where she was playing like like played really good against the Lynx, like some really really good stretches of basketball, like some really good stat lines, and then went down with an injury, came back for like 1 or 2 games, and then got hurt again, similar to Caitlin. So
Yeah.
I think that's where the WNBA has to be they have to look at themselves in the mirror and say, we can't bank on just having these two players. Like they put
Yeah,
the Sky and the Fever on national TV so many times,
yeah, and you don't got
and
Enrique's out
those
of
two
this
players
game.
got
You
hurt.
got Caitlyn out of this game.
Yeah.
The main match would have been Caitlyn versus Paige, but I mean, a lot of people do like Enrique. She has a big following
No,
as
I meant like
well.
the Sky and Fever, like how many times they put them against each other on.
Yeah, that too.
Because that was like the first thing they talked about when they put out the schedule. I think they played 5 times.
Yeah,
Like they put them on the schedule 5 times, and I think they had to play Commissioner's Cup too or something. There was something
some, and
else.
I
Like
know
they
they got.
played each other the
Well, I
most
know
amount of times they could play.
that Indiana has had, and they have the most nationally televised games
Yes, that
this
too.
season.
Yeah, that's the thing when you like Wimby's gonna have a bunch of national televised games this year, but if
Yes,
he gets hurt, our people still gonna want to watch the Spurs without Wimby, which they should because they still have a really good team.
still got a good
But
team.
it's the same
They
for the Fever.
got
Dang,
Dylan
it's
Harper
the
and
same for
Carter
the Fever
Bryant.
of like,
They got
do you want to
De'Aaron
watch?
Fox.
Do you want to watch the Fever without Caitlin? Which you should because they're still a really good team. But
Yes,
when you put these games together, you're thinking, okay, we're gonna get Caitlin versus Angel 5 times. We're gonna be able to get 5 different national media storylines from that, and you got maybe what one, maybe two.
one,
I think they
and that
played in
was the
two
first
games. They
game,
missed
and that was a
three.
game where Caitlyn
Yeah.
threw Angel on the ground, and,
Oh,
and, and
yeah.
Angel got blamed for it. Can't stand him, boy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Um, I think we only got to see Paige versus Caitlin once too.
yeah,
I think
or no, did
Caitlin
we?
missed a few.
Because
Yeah, we
Caitlyn
saw
missed
it
the
once
first
for sure.
game. Did they play? Did she play the second
That's what
game?
I'm saying. They played the second time because that was one of my first YouTube videos that I made.
That was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They definitely did. They definitely
But that
did.
was
And
in
Fever
like
won that game.
June.
Yeah.
I want to say that was either late June or early July.
Man, why the camera
And
angle make
Caitlin
it seem
got
like she
hurt a
fell
couple
so
games
hard?
later.
And the camera shook with the fall. I guess he did. I guess they didn't think that she was gonna move or stop moving, so they had to come back. So it just, I don't know, just the effect was like crazy.
But hopefully Caitlin comes back soon because we do miss watching Caitlin play basketball. And we definitely want to see her in the
Okay,
playoffs.
Sophie trying to cut the lead down.
Um, we
Single
definitely
digit
need to see
game
Stewie
now.
back soon too. Yeah, you're definitely behind me, bro.
I know, but I'm watching on my phone. That's why. But
What are you watching on?
watch ESPN.
Oh, I watch it on Disney Plus. I don't know. I don't know why it's that far off. Then it's the same thing.
I don't know.
I watch on Disney Plus TV. It's
Man, I don't
basically
know what
it should
ESPN
be
got
better.
going on, bro. But they about to change things this month. They gonna try to take over. They trying to take over. This them competing with ABC, not ABC, NBC and
NBC.
Peak. Well, I was about to say NBC and Peacock. That's the same thing. NBC and Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All right. I need y'all to
it was something
buckle
else I had
your
to mention.
knock down here.
That's what it was. So I saw this video. I saw the
Oh,
video on TikTok earlier, right? And this is from a TikTok account that I follow, and he normally has good sports or good hoops opinions and stuff. Just about basketball in general, regardless of it's NBA, WNBA, college. Well, more so NBA and college. I don't really see him talk a lot about the W, but he did have a point saying that the W, or at least teams, should be shutting down, like saying that the Scott should be shutting down Andrew Reach for the rest of the season. The Fever should shut
which they did
down.
last season too.
Yeah, the Fever should shut down Caitlin Clark for the season, and the Dallas Wings should shut down Paige for the season. And I was like, I want to bring it
It's
up to
like
you to
12
see what your
games
thoughts
left.
were. Cause my thoughts were, I'm like, Angel, yeah, like there's nothing going on. She has a little
Season's
serious
over.
of an injury with her back. Like that's
Hmm.
nothing you want to just play around with or play on or like want to get worse.
Yeah.
So have her come back when she's ready to come back, like fully ready to come back. There's no rush for her to come back. Like you guys aren't playing for a chip. You guys don't have a championship type squad. You guys are competing for the number one pick. All right, that y'all, I don't even think that they have.
That they don't even have. Yes, it's Minnesota's. Remember?
Oh my gosh, yeah. But and then on top of that, you got I said Paige should not be shut down because I mean I'm gonna say she needs to get the reps, but it's just a matter of she's only gonna get better the more she's on the court. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, they're bringing up how she had a long college season, coming off a championship run, but some other
She's
players
had
are
games where
coming
she's
off
taken off.
similar-ish seasons. Some of the other players
Right.
they play deep into the not play into the March
Are you
Madness.
kidding me?
Like you had Sonya Citron, who's up there as well in terms of what. So 11-0 run right now, 6-point game.
Oh my God, bro, that's not fair. Her feet went dumb far out. That's a regular contest. Man, come on. Thank you. Thank you for challenging that. There's no way they call that a foul. There's just no way.
Oh, I'm behind,
Or are
dude.
they reviewing it to see if I played? This isn't for sure. Bro.
I am behind. Then
Cassie Mitchell won't jump that far out first. So come on. But yeah, they definitely shouldn't be shutting down
no,
the
not. I'll
this
say, and then Caitlyn case. I feel like if Caitlyn is healthy, bro, like,
play.
ooh, oh, so they ain't give her landing space.
Bro, she jumped that far out, bro.
Hey, she balling in Indiana, man. That's that Hallie. That's that Reggie Miller.
Nah.
No, I remember this guy I used to play with in college. She used to call that in pickup runs. He's like, bro, you gotta let me land, bro. I'm calling that all the time. I'm like, all right, gang. Because he would do that. He would kick his feet out. I'm like, bro.
Sarah Clark. Um, but yeah, if Caitlyn is healthy, she's gonna play. Like
Yeah,
she would be pissed
without a
to be
doubt.
shut down, especially with them in the playoff race
She is
and
standing up on the
still with the
bench.
chance to get home court. They still are in great position to get home court. There's still 12 games left, and they're currently fifth
Yeah,
and are not that far out from the Liberty, who they've beaten a few times, and the Dream, who they've beaten this season. Um, so no, they're yeah. Angel makes sense because she has an actual injury,
yeah,
and the team has like 7 wins. It makes sense. For Paige, no, there's no injury, so it doesn't make sense. Because if that's the case, then you're sitting Kiki, you're sitting Sonya, you're sitting uh Anissa Moro, you're sitting Sanari Rivers, you're sitting JJ Quinterly. That's the whole damn team. For the Mystics, you send a whole team down there. For the Wings,
yeah.
you send hella
I
players.
believe it's still things to play for if you're not in position to be a playoff team and you're like a young player. It's the experience, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Experience, confidence,
yeah, all that,
like
yeah.
and just film. Like being
Yeah,
able
and
to
seeing
go out there and play and see what you can get better at during the off
yeah, and
season.
seeing what the
Whether you're
team
playing
needs,
overseas or you're staying over here playing unrivaled, like where you're just
whatever,
training,
wherever.
it just gives you more options. It gives you more time to see what you can do. You play 17 games and you're like, oh, I could have played 30,
Yeah,
but I decided to sit out the last such and such games. Like you can't tell me that Wemby would have rather sat out the end of the season than been able to play his full season
yeah,
of his second year. Like, no, he would want to play his whole year. Like, that's just dumb. I don't get that at all. Like, that's stupid. That's really stupid. Especially a player that's that's leading for rookie of the year. Like, she's leading conversations for rookie of the year. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Come
So what's
on,
the
Lee.
call? Oh, three
Come
free
on, Lee.
throws.
Yeah, there's two here.
That's tough
They
call
didn't go
there.
to challenge. It wasn't a challenge. It was just to see if it was a flagrant. Give it to
Yeah,
Lee.
just a regular
Go to
review.
work, Lee. That's a foul and one. Stop playing with me.
All right,
They
man.
cannot
Well,
guard her down there.
if we
Man,
ain't
fuck
got
all that.
nothing else to talk about here,
So,
I don't
oh,
think
she hooking me. She hooking me. No, you hook everybody. Let's not do this.
the parlay
Let's get off here so
lives.
people don't try to get mad at me because they figure out who I'm talking about. They're gonna be on my head. Oh, nah, we not going. No, get your arm out of there. Stop trying to act like you're not found when you clearly found. What are you talking about, bro?
All right, man. Well, that being said, there's a lot of good basketball going on this week. Got some good games throughout the week. Next couple of weeks as the regular season ends and the postseason begins. Postseason starts September 14th. Um, y'all know what to lock in at right here on Most Pussy Media. Y'all know what to lock in at with Tariq, Hoodie Q-Tip, at swish_3 as you see on the screen as well. Um, tap in with us, man. Tap in with us on the Instagram, on the TikTok and the Twitter as well. We pushing out content every day. We getting to it. We sticking with it, sticking to it, man. Anyways, man, thank you for tuning into another episode. This has been another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. Catch us next week on next Tuesday as we talk more. And yeah, it's a lot of good basketball coming up, man. Highly anticipated basketball between WNBA playoffs on the horizon, and then after that, you got NBA season, college season, and it's just a lot.
Appreciate y'all.